Hi, I'm Coach Rob, and I wanted to explain a concept to you that is causing a lot of frustrations amongst athletes all over the world, and that is the suppression of appetite associated with training in the heat as well as high intensity training throughout the year. Let's address the intensity element first. When you train at a high level of intensity and or race at a high level of intensity, you need to understand that your body deems that as stress. When your body tries to make accommodations for that effort level, one of the things that gets beaten and battered is your ability to eat after you exercise or after you're racing or training. The reason being is your body is trying to accommodate the high intensity, the metabolic waste, the high core body temperature, the generation of energy. One of the things that it does is it has to prioritize what needs to be done. Unfortunately, it tends to be overwhelming for the body at times, and so it takes a long time for that appetite to come back naturally. The thing that concerns me about that is when that happens 2 or 3 workouts a week, the overall volume and ultimately the quality of food that your body is able to ingest is minimized, simply because the idea of eating either makes you nauseous or when you do try to eat, it makes you nauseous. So I want you to understand that if you're seeing a decrease in your body weight in the morning, if you're not recovering as fast as you used to, don't forget to look at your food logs and understand it may just be because you're not able to eat as much as you normally do or as often because of the suppression of appetite. On the heat and humidity side of things, you need to understand that when you're training or racing in a high humid environment, high temperature environment, once again, your body is deeming that as stress. At a physiological level, your body's trying to maintain homeostasis. It's trying to maintain a core body temperature, all of which are very stressful on the body. So what you have to understand is, once again, the body has to prioritize. It's going, okay, he or she is asking me to accomplish this task in an environment that's extremely hot and humid. So what ends up happening is the body will prioritize, and then when it gets kind of back around to it and the body starts to settle down, realize that the stress is over, that's when your natural cycle of hunger and rest start to come into play. Now let's talk about what you can do to offset some of these conditions. When it comes to the intensity side of things, I really want you to understand that when you're looking at your workload on a 7-day basis, what we call a microcycle, okay, you need to make sure that those workouts are spread out far enough apart so that your body has plenty of time to recover. Your appetite will come back, giving you the chance to eat, absorb. Remember, you only get stronger when you eat, absorb what you eat, and then have the opportunity to rest, to release growth hormones, to rebuild. So with that being said, that's your number one trick with intensity, is to make sure that it's spread out with enough days of rest in between and enough anecdotal evidence to prove and show that you've fully recovered in between your high intensity workouts. Very important. On the heat and humidity side, there's a couple things that you can do. The first thing is that you need to acclimate yourself to the heat and humidity before you jump into high intensity training and racing. For example, I'm here in Central Florida. Our morning before the sun even comes up can be in the 75 to 80 degree range with 100% humidity. I wouldn't go from inside my house with an air conditioner, low humidity, maybe an air temperature of 78 degrees, walk out my door and bust right into a high intensity workout. The body is shell shocked. Instead of getting a high quality workout, what my body is doing is struggling to try to get what we call homeostasis. It's trying to balance, it's trying to acclimate. So as a rule of thumb, leave yourself 30 to 40 minutes. I know logistically sometimes that's difficult, but it will pay big dividends when it comes to the quality of your workout. Allow there to be a slow warming up and plenty of time. Second thing you can do is, once you're acclimated to the heat and humidity, having ice available, putting ice on your main arteries, on your wrist, on the side of your neck, even in your groin, that will help keep your core body temperature down. Those arteries are very powerful and they're good at getting the cold in and the heat out. If you look at what the sweating process is all about, that's called the endothermic process. If you're well hydrated, you're going to be able to get rid of the heat from the inside out. So staying hydrated is a key. Making sure that you're acclimated, that's a big key component. The other thing that you want to think about too is drinking cold fluids. Not only does it help keep your core body temperature lower, it also absorbs quicker, so you'll stay hydrated, which brings this full circle. So if you have any questions about this video or any video that we've put out, please look at above this video. We have our contact tab. I would encourage you to email me or anyone on our staff. We'd be happy to answer any question that you may have. So we appreciate you watching the video, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon.